Hey guys, so I promised you a video and here it is. I am going to talk right now all about how to get on track, no excuses, hit Success Club this month and just get started. Whether you have been in a rut or maybe you're a new coach and you're still trying to get your feet on the ground, or maybe you just need a kickstart, whatever. I'm hoping that this video will help give you guys the groundwork and a plan so that you can get started, lay the foundation for future months, as well as make Success Club happen this month, okay? So first and foremost, the very first thing that you guys need to do, if you have not already, is create a contact/follow-up list. This is so incredibly important because you are going to forget people if you try and just keep it all up in your brain. You will. I mean, we are not superheroes here. We cannot keep track of everybody as much as you think that you can. Just you need to realize that you cannot move forward in this business if you're not keeping track of your people on a contact list. And you're not going to be able to efficiently follow up with every single person you talk to unless you have them on a list and you see in front of you who you need to follow up with. So if you already have a follow-up list and a contact list, awesome. But if not, I'm just going to very quickly show you where you can get started with creating your contact list. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Let's see. Okay, so you guys should be able to see my screen now. So here is the team website. If you don't know about this, it's www.tinyurl.com/teamfireaway. And it will take you to this, and I have, as you know, tons of resources on here for you guys, so please utilize this. But if you go to the scripts and templates tab, you will see that I have links to a contact list as well as an activity tracker. So you need to be like making sure that you're tracking your activity and you have a contact list. Okay, you guys? So sample contact list, this is literally what I have, this is the way that I track my people. So if you start a new conversation today with Jane Smith, you start talking, I'm going to show you how to start conversations in just a minute, but say you start a new conversation with Jane Smith and get onto the topic of talking about a challenge group. As soon as you start talking to her, you need to put her name in here, Jane Smith. If you're talking through email, write her email address. If you've been chatting on Facebook, write Facebook. And then once you guys start talking, maybe you see that the 21 Day Fix is going to be her program of choice, and you send her the video. So if today is, today is March 17th. So as soon as you put Jane on your list, you need to put a follow-up date so that you know when to follow up with her next. So for me personally, I do a week, but if you are kind of crunched for time, I say do 3 to 4 days for your follow-up. So I would put March 20th, 2015 as your follow-up date. And if you're at the point in the conversation where shut down my messenger. If you're at the point in your conversation where you need to check back with her about the video because you just sent her the video, you want to make sure that you have time to check back with her. Or maybe you talked to her and said, okay, when would be a good time for you to watch the video? She goes, oh, I can watch it tonight. And then you can say, well, okay, that sounds great. Like, I will follow up with you tomorrow morning about it. Then maybe do tomorrow morning instead, actually. Do 3:18. And then say, check back about video. So that you know now, every day you can sort your contact list by follow-up date. So then you start talking maybe to Carissa Jones, I don't know, I'm just making stuff up, on Facebook, and you don't know what program yet. You guys are just kind of talking about her goals at this point. So why don't you put a follow-up date for 3 days out, just in case like the conversation dies off or something. You know that in 3 days, no matter where you're at in the conversation, you can check back with her. So just say like, what are you going to be checking in with her about? How are things going? Want to join my group? And obviously, like, what you're checking in will kind of change as you continue with the conversation. But what I'm showing you guys basically is every time you start a conversation with someone, you need to put them on the contact list, okay? That way you do not forget about them and you put a follow-up date. You have to always put a date so that every day when you're like, all right, I'm ready to do my follow-ups, you can click right here in this top corner, I'm using Google Drive. It's pretty similar in Excel, but I love Google Drive because you can access this from any computer. I used to, this is bad, but I would work on Beachbody stuff when I was at work, so I could use my work computer, I could use my home computer, I could use my phone if I was in at a computer. That's why I love Google Drive. So I have all of these things in Google Drive. But anyways, you highlight it, go to data, sort range, data has header row because that's what this black bar is, whatever, and then sort by follow-up date. Sort, and it'll tell me, okay, today's the like 17th. I mean, obviously this isn't correct, but today's the 17th. Okay, I need to follow up with Sarah today, and then tomorrow's the 18th. Tomorrow I need to follow up with Jane. You know what I mean? So you can see every single day who you need to follow up with, and you don't leave people behind. Okay, so that is just a little bit about the contact list. I'm not going to go too far into it just because, you know, it's something that so many of you guys have already like seen. So let's see, stop. Okay, hopefully that screen share worked. I'm still trying to figure out how to work Google Hangouts, but anyways, so that is the contact list. So first and foremost, make sure you have a contact list. Put everybody on that you have talked to on your contact list. First and foremost, create that contact list and put everybody on it, okay? If you haven't talked to people in a while, put a follow-up date, like maybe check in with them today and then put a follow-up date for 3 or 4 days out. Maybe you talked to them yesterday, then put a follow-up date for 2 days out. You know what I mean? So just go through and kind of organize that. It's going to take a little bit of time, but trust me, you're going to be so happy that you have this because it's literally going to give you tons of people to check back with every single month who will be ready in the future. Whether they commit now or later doesn't really matter, but just you need to get them on the list so you don't forget about people. Okay, so the second thing, after you've created your contact list, the second thing that you guys need to be committing to right now is posting at least 3 to 5 times a day on your social media. If you're not doing that consistently, you're dropping the ball with your business. This is the easiest thing that you can do to help your business grow. It's something that you are 100% in control of, and if you're not doing it, you will see a difference in how your business grows, okay? I know a lot of you guys are like, well, I don't like Facebook. I don't use Facebook. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but Facebook is really going to be the easiest way for you to grow your business. Not all of us can start 10 conversations a day in real life with people that you meet face-to-face, right? But you can do that on social media and through Facebook. So you need to utilize this tool if you really want to grow your business, okay? And so it starts with you being consistent with this. Not only is it going to give you a jumping off point for you to have people to start conversations with, but it's going to build your trust with your followers. That's what we're going to talk about on the team call tonight, but it's going to build your trust. It's their trust. They're going to see that your personality, and they're going to see your life, and they're going to see that you're a real person and not just a robot. They're going to see that this is your lifestyle and isn't just some bad diet that you do and that you're promoting. You know what I mean? It builds your credibility as a coach. It just shows people that they can trust you, that you're genuine, and you know, the more that you're consistent with posting, the more that you're going to show up in people's news feeds. So like logistically speaking about Facebook, I talk about this in the new coach training, but some of you may or may not know about the Facebook algorithm and the affinity score and all that stuff. But if you are consistently posting on Facebook, Facebook is, you got to remember that your posts that you post don't just show up in every single one of your friends' news feeds. It doesn't show up in everybody's news feeds. Facebook chooses who sees your posts. And the more consistent you are with posting, the more people that Facebook is going to show that post to. The more engagement you get on your posts, the more likes and comments, etc., the more Facebook is going to show your posts in people's news feeds. So and the more consistent you are with this, the more engagement means higher affinity score. Higher affinity score means more people are then going to come and like your stuff, which means even more people to start conversations with. It's like a snowball effect, you guys. So it just starts with being consistent with posting 3 to 5 times a day on your social media. Just do it, no matter what. I don't care if you need to set alarms in your phone. You have to make sure you're doing this. It's literally takes 2 seconds. There's really no excuse, okay? So you're posting 3 to 5 times a day about your health and fitness goals and whatever in your life on social media. So, and I did a video separately about this, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's so incredibly important. So how do you start those conversations? What I want you to do is go back through maybe the last week. Yes, that might be a lot of posts for some of you guys, but whatever. Go back through the last week of your posts that are all related to health and fitness And I want you to write and create a list separate from your contact list, but I want you to just make a list of every single person that has liked and commented on those posts from the last week, every single post. And do not include Beachbody, coaches, they don't count. But I'm talking people that you have not started conversations with, who wouldn't already be on your contact list, if that makes sense. If you haven't talked to them in maybe like 3 months or so, then yeah, put them on this new list. But go through everybody that likes and comments, just make a list of every single person, okay? You are basically creating like a gold mine of people that you're gonna now reach out to. So now that you have this list, I want you to go through and message every single person on here. And this is what I want you to say. I want you to say, hey, Lisa, thank you. Or sorry, let me back up. Hey, Lisa, just saw that you liked my post from earlier, and I just wanted to reach out and say, or see how things are going. Are you interested in getting started with your health and fitness also? Or are you interested in, or are you trying to get on track with your health and fitness also? That's what I would say. Sorry, I was like kind of working through this as I'm speaking. Hey, Lisa, just saw that you liked my post from a couple days ago, yesterday, earlier, whatever it was, and just thought I would reach out and see how things are going. Are you trying to get on track with your health and fitness also? Now, the reason why I talk about this message so much is because it is so easy to do. And the reason is because it takes the pressure off of you, because they are the one that liked your photo or commented on your photo, right? I don't care if they just said, great job, girl. I don't care if they like basically said, nice work, whatever. Still reach out to them, okay? They commented, they liked because there was something that they saw in your photo that they were impressed with or that they enjoyed. I mean, people, how many times have you guys scrolled through Facebook and saw stuff and didn't like it? I don't know about you, but I don't go through and like every single thing I see on Facebook. I like the stuff that I like, that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? That engages me, that I am interested in, okay? So these people liked and commented for a reason. They did not, if they didn't like it, if they weren't interested, if they had no care in the world about anything, they wouldn't have liked it, okay? So but this is great because it kind of takes the pressure off of you because they liked it. So it's kind of like they, not even knowingly, started the conversation already. Okay, so just say, hey, how are things going? I just wanted to see how things are going. Are you trying to get healthy and fit also? Now, this helps you a lot because I know so many of you guys are like, well, I'm starting conversations with people, but I don't know when to like transition into challenge groups and talking about them. And here is an opportunity for you to talk about that right off the bat and get the conversation going that way off the bat, because you're just saying like, hey, how are things going? Like, are you trying to do this also? Maybe they'll say, no, that's fine. Then just continue to build a relationship. How are the kids? How's this? How's that? Get to know them more, build a conversation, and you can still put them on your contact list and still follow up with them in the future. You know what I mean? And just check in and see how things have been going with them. But if they are like, yeah, I'm trying to get on track with my health and fitness also, this is really easy for you guys then to transition into using the script that's also on the team website. So if you go to the same website that I posted before, go to the scripts and templates tab, and then click on the first one, I think is, let me look at it really quick. Or it's the second one, how to hit Success Club invite process. You can immediately go straight into that script. Okay, you guys, I created this script based word for word on what I say to every single person when I get them set up with a challenge pack in a challenge group. You do not need to reinvent the wheel here. You do not need to get fancy and try and create your own stuff. Like, that's just irrelevant. Don't reinvent the wheel. You don't need to. I've already created this invite process for you, and I've gone through the growing pains of figuring out what works and what doesn't when talking with people. There is an actual more effective way to talk with people, and I've figured it out, and that is why I've hit over Success Club 40 for the last year. I think I hit Success Club 35 back in November, excuse me. But I've helped at least like 15 to 20 people every single month get started on their journey using this exact process. So I don't know about you guys, but like, I'm not trying to my own horn, but I think I've kind of figured out what works, right? So don't feel like you need to figure this all out. Like, I have the process for you already written out, okay? So use it, okay? So if someone says, yeah, I actually am. I've been seeing your posts. It's really interesting. Blah, 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 like, can you tell me a little bit more about it? Then just go right into the script. or however, you know, it's going to be different how you're going to kind of like transition into it. But you could say something like, that's so great. Like, I love that you're trying to get on track with your health and fitness. I don't know if you've seen, but I run these challenge groups where, you know, everyone is working towards reaching the goal of getting healthy or losing weight. I'd love to have you. If you're interested, like, what do you think? Does that sound like something you'd be interested in, or something like that? And they say, oh yeah, like, tell me more. Then go straight into the script. Okay, awesome. Well, I just want to ask you a couple questions and we can go from there. How are you doing as far as your fitness? How are you doing right now with your nutrition? How are you doing the support, blah, blah, blah. You can see the script and read it. But literally, you just got to kind of figure out the flow, but just transition them and be like, oh, okay, I love that you're interested. You know, why don't, you know, I'd love to have you in my challenge groups. Ask them straight up, like, do you want to know more info? Like, I'd love to have you. I'd love to give you more info on it if you think it would be a good fit for you, something like that. Okay. And then go straight into that conversation. And then from there, you guys just follow the script. It's so freaking easy. That script is laid out like word for word. Just use it. I mean, of course you can tweak some words here and there, but just follow that to a T. And that is how I get people set up. Now, you're probably going to get a lot of no's because this is the first time you're talking to a lot of these people, or maybe these are people that you haven't talked to in a couple of months. So you're following up with them more so. But it's okay if you're getting no's because those are going to be future yeses. So it's all right. But if you go back through and even maybe you want to do a little bit more, maybe you're like freaking determined. Don't just go back through the last week. Go back through 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Go through all of your posts about health and fitness. Write everybody's name down, you guys, and just start those conversations. It is so easy. And I know it might be scary to like start conversations with people, but I'm telling you, this is how you got to do it, okay? So, you know, I've told you what you need to be working on. I told you what to say, and I told you how to do it. So I hope that you guys can take this process and really utilize it and start to hit Success Club this month, okay? I really think that this is going to help you guys a lot. So just make sure, please, that you are following the scripts, that you are utilizing a contact list, and tracking your activity. Use the activity tracker that I also have on the team website because you need to track your activity and make sure that you are reaching your goals and setting the bar high for yourself. If you're not tracking your activity, then you'll see very easily how easily it is to fall short on some of the basic business building activities. And one thing I also want to add about utilizing the contact list is that it will save you so much time. For a lot of you guys are really busy, right? So if you're not using a contact list, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be scrolling through Facebook, maybe like trying to figure out who to talk to, or you don't really know, or trying to figure out, okay, wait, did I follow up with her, or who do I need to talk to again, or let me go through my Facebook messages and see who has responded to me. Like, that is just a waste of your freaking time. If you had a contact list, you can go through, sort it, and say, okay, I need to contact Shelly, Melissa, and Jennifer today. Boom, boom, boom. And like follow up with them. It saves you a ton of time. So use this process, you guys. This is what I've done to build my business. I'm not just saying this to like speak words. I'm saying it because it works, okay? So I know you guys can do it. If you have any questions, please post below, but I hope that this will help you guys get on track with your goals and hit Success Club this month. All right? Get out there, change some lives, and love you guys. All right? Talk to you soon.